Hey everybody, thanks for being here. So really excited to share something a little different with you today. Was at a conference, got really inspired, heard some great stuff, and bought a book that I want to share with you, and it's so good. And I'm going to kind of try to distill some of what I took from it in this short video and share it with you so you can have better health. So the book is Breathe by James Nestor, and it's fantastic. Now, I think what gets me so pumped up about this is that I feel you're going to hear a lot more about this, and I think the science is there. And probably most excitingly is that this is really easy to incorporate. This isn't some like spend an hour every day technique, folding your legs and meditating, which is great. But this is really easy to incorporate, and so the big takeaway I want to share with you that I got from this book, and you might know this, but is just the importance of nasal breathing. So in other words, breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your nose slowly and gently. And there's lots of science on this. And basically, it calms your body down. It calms your nerve system down. It slows your heart rate. It lowers your blood pressure. It's fantastic for your oxygenation, and it's really good for your immune function. So, when you breathe in through your nose, you warm the air and you've got all this mucosal membranes, and it sounds kind of gross, but they're really important for filtering, particles and bacteria and viruses, and that's excellent for your immune system. And the other interesting thing is that when you breathe more slowly, it actually increases your oxygen absorption. And you'd think it'd be the opposite way. But as your blood's carbon dioxide levels go up, it makes your red blood cells more hungry and able to grab and hold on to oxygen. And it's why some of these breathing techniques, which I'll share later in a few moments, have been shown to really increase performance. And there's been many gold medalists that have used these techniques. But this one here, so yeah, just if you're not talking or eating or exercising vigorously, just try to breathe slowly in and out of your nose. And they found the optimal ratio is about 5.5 seconds in, give or take, and 5.5 seconds out. And that's probably about half of what the average person, half of the rate that the average person breathes. So that's that. Now, there's other techniques that you might have heard of. There's I think it's Buteyko. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Buteyko. There's also a technique I want to mention to you, made popular by Wim Hof. Now, he's that gentleman who he's got millions of followers on Instagram, and he's written a book. But it's a technique called Tumo breathing, and this type of breathing is a little bit more geared towards kind of amping your nerve system up and getting you kind of going, generating heat. So I'll go through it with you, because certainly, taking deep breaths is obviously good for you as well, even though it may not be your kind of go-to. But so basically the technique is you lay down, get comfortable, put a pillow behind your head, and you're going to hyperventilate, controlled. You're going to breathe in through your nose and out rapidly, and you do this about 30 times. So big breaths, and then after your final exhalation, you're going to hold your breath. And you hold it for as long as you can, and then once you feel that urge to breathe in, you take a nice big breath in, you kind of move the air around your chest for 15 seconds, exhale, and then you repeat that cycle, about 3 to 5 times. So you might not have known this about me, but I've had breathing issues my whole life, and at this point it's well controlled. But in the last 3 weeks that I've been doing mostly the nasal breathing and a bit of this kind of Wim Hof stuff, my inhaler usage has gone down by half, which is awesome. So I guess I'm just excited, and I hope that you guys use this information and you can incorporate it into your lives. And certainly, if you want more info, if this gets you kind of excited, this book is fantastic. Couldn't recommend it more. Lots of great science in there. So just want to say thanks so much for watching. One last thing, one tip I wanted to give you before we go. So another technique is this Buteyko breathing. I bungled that, but and it was a Russian researcher who helped, I think, a bunch of Olympians win gold during the 70s and 80s in track and field and swimming. But essentially it's oxygen deprivation, almost like high altitude training. But I'll show you a quick little technique that's really neat. So next time you're out for a walk, and say you're breathing through your nose, right? Because it's chill exercise. If you can do that, it'd be great. take a couple breaths in, and then on your last exhale, hold and count how many steps you can take. And it's pretty neat. But that's a great way to kind of put your body into a deprivation state, which again will help your performance and help your body uptake more oxygen. So yeah, give that a shot. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep up the awesome work, and we'll hopefully talk to you soon.